I'm Jason Verma, Operations Director with Multisport Canada and the Technical Director for the Recharge with Milk Triathlon Series.
And I'm Richard Patey, Head Coach of Healthy Results Training and the Recharge with Milk 2012 Series Champion.
We're here in beautiful Hockley Valley to talk to you about why Nordic skiing is something that we feel every triathlete can benefit from.
You know, when I was the age 14, I got into the sport of triathlon, and one of the neatest things was one of the people that taught me a lot about triathlon was a Nordic skier by the name of Angie Schmidt-Foster. She went to 5 Olympics, and she really taught me through the winter the benefits Nordic skiing can have for my summer triathlon.
We're going to talk to you about how much Nordic ski equipment has changed in the past 20 years. We're also going to talk to you about some of the best places to ski in Ontario that are really close to home.
I'm going to talk to you about the benefits Nordic ski can have on your aerobic development, on your core, building that strength, coordination, balance, injury prevention, all the training aspects you have from your swim, bike, and run, but we're going to show you how we can do it in the winter and keep it fun.
One of the major changes in cross-country skiing in the past 20 years has been the advent of the skating technique. With the skating technique, we're using a boot with a higher supportive ankle cuff. We're using a ski that's a little bit shorter, but poles that are a little bit longer. And these skis and poles have a lot of the same technology that you're going to find in your triathlon bike. Carbon fiber poles, composite skis, boots with carbon fiber soles, great performance, and lots of longevity out of your equipment. Most of you are familiar with is called the classic technique. And in classic technique, we're using a longer ski, a shorter pole, and a boot, much like a running shoe, that's very, very flexible in the toe. What's going to catch most of you by surprise is the price. You can walk out of a good cross-country ski shop spending $700 to $800 and get yourself a great sport skiing package. Even if you're skiing 10, 15, even 20 times a year, that package is going to last you between 5 to 7 years. So that investment in equipment is going to add a great dynamic to your winter trip.
So now that you know about the 2 different styles of Nordic skiing, I'm going to take you inside and we're going to talk a little bit about why we want to maybe skip a swim, skip a trainer ride, and skip a treadmill run and get outside and introduce Nordic skiing into your training. Nordic skiing uses very much the same muscles as we use in the water, on the bike, and on the run. Let's take the swimming for example. You know, in the water we know that we need to get our hand entry in, get a nice high catch, and drive through the water with a good solid core to create that momentum in the swim stroke. Well, in the skate technique in cross-country skiing, what we use is the hands come up, you got a nice high elbow, you transfer the weight, and you power down using the lats and using the triceps while keeping that core super strong. So when it comes to the bike, we can generate a lot of great power, muscular endurance, and speed out on the snow that then will translate back to the bike. Don't get me wrong, I still do lots of trainer workouts, but by getting out on the snow, you're not going to be as bored come the spring. So one of the things you can do is get out on the snow, do some great hill intervals. The power you're going to generate from being out on the snow, doing that action, that pushing action that we use in the skate technique in Nordic skiing, you know, is going to really recruit the glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings, and which you know is the same muscles we're using right here on the bike. One thing though that you're going to generate out on the snow that you're not going to get here is that stabilization. The stabilization of having to use core so much more and the stabilizers in the hip. Working those throughout the winter on the snow is going to translate to fewer injuries come the summer.
There are a number of world-class Nordic ski facilities within an hour's drive of the GTA. Horseshoe Resort and Hardwood Ski and Bike are just north of Barrie. Scenic Caves and Highlands Nordic are in the Collingwood area, and a little further north in Muskoka, Georgia Nordic and Arrowhead Provincial Park all have great trails. All these ski facilities are located in what's called the Snow Belt, and the Snow Belt receives nearly 10 times the annual accumulation that is received in the GTA. Just because there's no snow in your backyard doesn't mean there's no snow on the trails.
So Jason talked to you a little bit about classic and skate technique and the different gear that come along with that. I told you, hey, this might be the season to skip a bike, a run, or a swim and get out on the trails. Hey, it's snowing outside. Let's get some great skiing in this year and get fit for 2013. So for Jason and myself, we hope to see you out in the trails. All the best. Have a great season.